Hi everyone, if you guys are in the fitness industry and are looking to become a sponsored athlete, then stay tuned because in this video I'm going to talk about what sponsorships are and some of the ways that you guys can become sponsored athletes. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's your IFBB Bikini Pro Lisette Howard, and today's video is all about sponsorships. We're going to be talking about how to get a sponsorship, what sponsorships are, and what you guys can expect from a sponsorship contract. So first of all, what is a sponsorship? A sponsorship basically means that there is a company who has hired you to be pretty much an endorser of their products. So you are an endorsed athlete where the company pays you a salary every month. Now, there's other benefits to being a sponsored athlete besides just having a salary every month. If you are a fitness competitor, usually these companies pay for your competitions, your travels, your accommodations, your tan, etc. You can also receive commissions if you do additional sales, if you have coupon codes or promo codes, then all of those things or all of those monetary things are additional to your salaried contract. Now, what is not a sponsorship contract? And unfortunately, everyone goes into these sponsorships thinking that this is what they're doing, but a non-real sponsorship contract is basically any company who's bringing you on board, giving you a promo code and asking you to promote their products, and you receive a percentage or a commission from all of the sales that you make. That, unfortunately, is not a sponsorship. You're basically a sales representative or you're an affiliate or brand ambassador. The company is not paying you a salary to be an endorsed athlete. So I know that there's a lot of people out there and they're like, oh, I have a sponsorship and my sponsor is not that great and I'm not making that much money. If you are not getting a salary every month and you are basically promoting their products and just getting a small commission off of whatever you're selling, that is not a real sponsorship. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. You want to be able to make a nice, committed, contractual salary every month from a company. That's what a real endorsed athlete has as their sponsorship contract. Now, back in the 90s and like the early 2000s, companies were giving out some really great sponsorship programs. So they were offering amazing salaries. You could basically live off of some of these sponsorships. Unfortunately, now with like social media and the sport becoming very, very popular and a lot of athletes doing a lot of things for free, the sponsorship programs are not as great as they used to be. So the ideal situation is you being able to achieve multiple sponsorships. That would be great. So if you have a supplement sponsor and then you have a clothing sponsor and then you have like a meal prep company that sponsors you, anything that's fitness related, but the products are non-conflicting, that's how you really kind of get to make a great salary or make a great living from sponsorship, is being able to have more than one. So I highly recommend for you guys, if you have a company that you've been working with and it's like, let's say like a meal replacement or like a bar, like a protein bar, try to find other sponsors like a fitness apparel line or maybe like an athletic product like sports bands or sports products that you can use. Having multiple sponsorship is going to be amazing for you guys being able to live off of these contracts. All right, so what are some of the steps that you guys can take in order to become a sponsored athlete, not just an ambassador or like a brand affiliate? Now, I'm a bikini competitor myself, so I'm going to be talking about just more of like the female side of things. Sometimes for the men, it's a little bit differently, but in general, these rules kind of apply. So the first thing that you guys want to do, if you don't have this already, is you want to start to build a social media following. And like, I know everyone is all about, well, how many followers do you have and who follows you here and in what social media platforms are you, can you be found? And it's very, very, very important that you do have a social media following, because pretty much your social media is your business card nowadays. People don't give out business cards anymore. It's basically, hey, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on YouTube. So creating a great baseline or a good following is going to be an amazing way for companies to see that you already have a means of reaching out to people. It's going to tell these companies that you're also have some great credibility, that people like you, that you're offering them a lot of great information or great tips. So if you have a nice following, it means that people are trusting you and these companies can trust you as well, or that you've already built a great foundation for you to kind of promote your products with them. So building a following and maybe having one platform specifically that you dominate over others, like if you're really great on YouTube or if you really dominate on Instagram or Snapchat, kind of finding your platform that really fits well for you and that you've been able to create is going to be amazing for these companies. When they start looking you up and finding out more about you, they can see everything you've done on your social media. So I definitely suggest that you guys start kind of building that up and building your following and building your name and your brand, because pretty much by the time you get to a company, you've already established so much. You come with a great great credibility for yourself. Step number 2 definitely would be to reach out to some of the companies that you guys really like. So for example, if you like Quest bars or if you like BSN, reach out to these companies and see if they have positions available for you to work their expos or work some of their demos at like different nutritional stores, or work the trade shows with them. Even if it's not a sponsorship or it's not an ambassadorship program, working these expos is a great way for you to meet their marketing departments, meet their VPs, meet their directors of sales. So if you're kind of already get your foot in the door, you work for them, even if some of the things are for free, they'll be able to see how you work. They can see your work ethic. They can see how much you really love their brand and how you promote their brand. They can also see how you engage with some of the fans and followers of their products and their brands. So showing them how you interact with their following is going to be amazing. So I definitely suggest that you guys reach out to them and see if you can do some demo work or work some of the expos. Also, working expos is so much fun. You get to meet everyone in the industry. So I definitely suggest you guys definitely trying to do that. A third way that you guys can definitely try to get your foot in the door for a sponsorship is just directly reaching out to either their marketing directors or their VPs, VP of marketing, reaching out to them and letting them know about you, letting them know that you exist, letting them know that you have a following, talking about how their brand has impacted your life, how you love their products, how you use their products, maybe even posting about their products and tagging them. That's definitely a great way to let these companies know that you exist and that you're interested in working with them and possibly having a sponsorship. There's a lot of competitors out there. There's a lot of athletes and people in the fitness industry who are looking for sponsorships, and having a compelling story, letting them know what makes you different from other people, is a great way to have them get to know you. It's a great way to get your foot in the door. So I definitely suggest you reaching out to them directly, letting them know who you are. If you are a competitor, let them know, hey, I've competed, this is what I look like. Or if you have a transformation story, oh my gosh, your products helped me lose 80 pounds. This is what I look like then. This is what I look like now. I promote your products all of the time. I think that I would be a great ambassador for your line. All of those things that kind of differentiate you from everyone else is going to be a great way for you to kind of show them a compelling story and have them get to know you a little bit before you can actually meet with them. So definitely reach out to them, get online, find out their contact information, find them on LinkedIn. Any way that you can reach them directly would be amazing to help you guys get your foot in the door. All right, so 2 other things that are kind of important when it comes to sponsorships is how long do these contracts last, and can you expect to pay your bills and live off of these sponsorship programs? Now, this is kind of on a case-to-case basis. These contracts are very different, and every company kind of tailors their contracts based on the athlete's needs or what the athletes are looking for. I would say 80% of the time, the contracts are not really enough for you to really live your life and pay all of your bills with them. They kind of range from $500 a month to up to, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 a month. It just depends on how long you've been working with them, number one. It depends on how your following is. So if you do have a way of really building your following, then that's the most amazing way that you can kind of really negotiate these contracts. So it's based on a lot of things. Also, contracts can last from anywhere from 3 months to 24 months. If you are someone who has a great social media backing, if you have a great online presence, if you've been in magazines and you're a competitor and you've done a lot of other things outside of just looking for sponsors, then those are things that you can use as leverage to negotiate a longer contract or more salary. You can use that as kind of leverage for you to really get some of the things that you need in order to live off of this sponsorship. but I definitely recommend you reaching out to multiple companies and trying to find different types of sponsors, because that's really going to be the best way for you guys to be able to pay your bills and live off of these sponsorships. So I hope this video has helped you guys. I hope it's informed you on how these contracts work. If you have any other questions or any other comments, please feel free to leave them below. You guys can also find all of information about me and my packages on my website, lisettehoward.com. You can click above and go directly to my site. You guys can also find me on Instagram and Facebook under LisetteHoward_fitness. I post tons of tips and training suggestions and workouts and nutritional guidance. So please feel free to check out my Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned because I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ciao.